Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombie Cat.
And this is our review of the second present that was sent to me by Fu Manchu for my birthday. And it is the Sideshow 1/6 scale Lobo action figure. And there it is. Well, the box for it. He's in there. And this is actually made by Sideshow. And ooh, there's an awesome picture on the back of him riding a crazy motorcycle through space. And when you open that up, there's another picture. And you got dolphins flying through space in the background. Down here, a little bulldog with a spacesuit on. And then that flap opens up. And there's a figure.
That looks good.
I already had him out and the plastic is kind of just smashed all over. Okay, let's get him out of there. After you take out the first layer, you got the second layer with a bunch of crazy accessories in there. Alright, there he is, opened up.
He's freaking cool.
Yeah. And he comes with some accessories. He's got 3 alternate hands, a little diner menu, his hook and chain, and his gun that's in his holster, and his base, which I'm guessing is the floor of the diner.
That would make sense.
Okay. Alright, so I really like the figure. One of my favorite parts is that crazy expression they gave him. And his teeth are really cool. Like the way he's like kind of biting his teeth, sort of. Like he's got his upper teeth kind of in. His lower teeth are kind of biting out like he's just making an insane face.
I like his eyes too.
Yeah. The face paint looks pretty good. And his little mustache looking thingy looks cool. His hair is insane. Looks like Static X guy almost.
This thing looks a little bit Dragon Ball-y.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Dragon Ball. Yeah, that's possibly my favorite part is this head. There's other cool parts too that I really like, but this head is just so awesome.
This expression.
That's amazing expression. Another cool part of him is this vest. It's really cool looking. And I like the zipper on it. The zipper looks like it's pretty much in scale with him. Pretty close. And he's got the little buttons, parental advisory, and some kind of foot. A couple other buttons up on the top there. But it does look like leather.
I like the laces under his arms. They look really good.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. And I like the ripped up. Doesn't look completely natural, but it looks pretty good. Then you go into the back, and it looks like a biker jacket. And it's not just a decal or something, or just painted on there. It's actually separate pieces sewed on there, and there's like little rivets. Little metal rivets are all shiny. It looks really nice. Bite me, fanboy. It looks pretty damn awesome. And another cool part is the sculpt of his body, like his arms and his torso. There is some things that are a little weird about it, like I don't know, it almost looks like he's sticking his stomach out in a way. I don't know how to explain it. It's something just a little bit funny, but still the sculpted paint of it is really cool. Like it's not just a reused body, as far as I know. And I like the shading in there. Like he's got the white skin with the light blue shading. Looks cool. And then you get down to his belt buckle. Big silver skull. And then his belt's got the little silver studs on him. And you were saying it looks like he has a knocker.
Yeah, because the belt underneath, the ring's right under the skull. It looks like a door knocker, and I was calling it a crotch knocker.
But yeah, they're separate. But when you look at it like that, it looks like they're supposed to be the same thing. And he's got a nice holster for his gun. This is pretty cool. And his hands, I like the big spikes on his hands. And his leather gloves look cool. Then you get to his jeans, which they definitely look like jeans scaled to his size. They don't, like some figures, the jeans look oversized. Like just the way they're made, but these look pretty close. And I like the sort of faded look to them. And then you get down to his knee pads. Got the cool looking skull. And then the one with the big, just a big star on it. They both got stars on them. And then his boots, pretty cool. Ah! What happened? But when they're not falling off, they're pretty cool. A lot of straps on there. The straps are just sculpted in, but still, they look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Even got the flaps hanging out.
The texture looks good. Like little spikes.
Big old spikes.
Some of them are kind of bent to the side. I don't know if they're supposed to be or not.
Looks like the middle one on the other side is bent the same way.
It's supposed to be that way. And he's got like the steel toe. Very big steel toe.
Those definitely look like the kind of boots you kick the shit out of somebody with.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty worn on the front here, so I think he has. And over here you got some straps on here. Real leather filling straps on his arm. On his elbow pads, not really much going on, but they're nice looking.
Elbow pads like that always remind me of the Ninja Turtles.
I was just thinking it. I was going to say, if you didn't, they look like Ninja Turtles. And here's his big hook and chain weapon. This looks really cool. It's nice and silver looking. Got a lot of detail painted on it and sculpted into it. And there's like a wrap on the handle. And then a real chain hanging off. It's a pretty long chain too. So you could wrap it around his arm or let it dangle or maybe put it in his other hand. Whatever you want to do with it. Wrap it around him.
Put it in his hair. Ghost Rider would just look at him like, what the fuck? You don't even know how to use a train. What's wrong with you?
I didn't even notice this at first, but there's actually a magnet inside of his forearm. You can see the chain kind of wants to stick to it, so if you wrap the chain around his arm, that'll probably help hold that on there. So that's really cool. And here's his gun, which seems to be stuck in his... What is... There. It's a cool looking gun. It's like a revolver, but sort of like a space revolver. And you can move this out, I think. Seems like it. Well, there we go. No. I don't know if you're supposed to get it out all the way, but I don't really need to take it out. But you can see they actually painted like the bullets in there. And it can spin when it's in all the way. Nice detail on the handle. So that's cool gun. And here's the little menu. World famous Al's Diner. Open 24 hours.
Unless it's on fire.
Yeah. This is supposed to look like it's burned, but it almost looks like there's fire printed on it.
Yeah, it does.
Nothing on the back. But that's cool.
That's their menu. They serve nothing.
And his alternate hands, he has one which I believe this is to hold his gun. Well, I didn't get it in there very well. And then he's got a fist for punching. And then for that hand over there, he's got... Maybe that's for the gun. I don't know. Well, I'll have to mess with that, but... Yeah, got a hand for holding something. Maybe that's for holding a menu. Kind of looks like this hand's for holding this. Could be wrong, but seems to hold it pretty well, so... So there he is holding his gun. The zombie cat pointed out, off camera, his finger's not going to fit in that hole.
His fingers are too big for his gun.
But maybe he can just kind of scratch it with his nail and pull the trigger. That's cool, I like that. There he is with both fists up. Might look pretty cool. Up there he is holding the hook with the chain in the other hand. And there he is, I guess, reading the menu. Which there's nothing on it!
You know I'm illiterate.
One thing I thought was kind of funny looking on him, though, is his hips right here, or top of his thighs, kind of stick out like he's got childbearing hips or something.
I don't think it's that bad. Oh, it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Looking at his childbearing nips.
Yes. Does he got nips? Yeah, he does. Got little nips. So, yeah, I think this figure's pretty cool. He's really badass looking. And I'm not, like, I've always seen Lobo, but I'm not as familiar with him as with a lot of characters. But one thing I always heard was the whole point of him was he was DC's kind of parody of some of Marvel's, like, darker, more violent characters, like Wolverine, Punisher, and maybe even Ghost Rider, I don't know. But he wasn't ever meant to get popular. It was just supposed to be a parody, and then people loved him, and then he ended up becoming a character.
You make fun of that stuff, and then you realize the reason they make that stuff is because people fucking like it!
Yeah. But that might be why he kind of has a sort of a Wolverine vibe going on with his head. I guess do some articulation, because I'm actually not too sure how well articulated he is, because I haven't messed with him a lot.
He's tactically articulated.
Tactically? Mm-hmm. Whatever. Well, his head, what's going on there? His head can go back and forth a lot farther than I thought it could. The side. That expression
makes him look insane when he tilts his head.
That expression is good for moving his head around different crazy positions. So you can get it all the way around. So yeah, pretty good on his head. And the shoulders. Well, that's actually better than I thought it was too. He's deceptively articulated.
Deceptively flexible.
Yeah. Pretty good on the shoulder there. At the elbow, this I do think is limited. It doesn't quite make 90 degrees. It's close, but not quite. And
I mean, who really needs elbows? So last century.
It spins. And then it spins there. Well, it actually spins at the hand and at the wrist. And tilts. And the torso, I don't think a whole lot is in there, because this is pretty hard. So if there is something inside of this, it's not really going to move. Doesn't really seem to turn at the hip or at the waist either. So I think his torso is kind of solid. So the torso is kind of like probably the worst articulated part, but that's to get that cool sculpt in there, I guess. Then down at his hips, it's a little limited by his jeans. Well, a lot of limited by his jeans.
Yeah.
But it's not too bad, at least you can move them.
I definitely don't think he'd be able to ride a motorcycle.
I don't know. Might try it on Ghost Riders, though. So, yeah. He can spin there, but you have to mess with it. Can't kick out very far. Can't go out the well, can go out the side a little bit. Then the knee.
Oh, the knee's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's better than the elbow.
A little more than a 90 degree. And I think it spins down here somewhere. Or is that just the boot spinning? I think it's just the boot spinning there.
Yeah.
And then that's it. This is all pretty solid down here. You can't do anything. So that's his articulation. So it's really good in some spots and not so good in other spots, like the torso and then at the hips.
Manly men don't need ankles.
Nope. Oh yeah, the ankles too. But those boots are pretty cool, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And here's a closer look at his base floor. I really like that. I kind of wish there was some blood on this too, because it seems like maybe that dirt was supposed to be blood and they decided to maybe not make it so violent. Doesn't it look like it should have been blood?
You should put blood on it.
I probably will.
Even if it wasn't supposed to be blood, I want it to be blood.
Unless Fu says, you better not put blood on that present I sent you.
It's ours now. You can't tell us what to do.
He'd probably tell me to. But,
Everything's better with blood on it.
I really like the way they did this. It's a really nice, detailed thing. Even if there's no blood on it, it looks pretty good. There's the Sideshow Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, next to Lobo. They kind of got the same haircut. They both got chains. And if you've watched the our Sideshow Ghost Rider review, you can see that I still have not added spikes to him, which I do plan on doing. Because I like them with spikes. But they both got a big old chain. And really, I kind of think Lobo looks a little more intimidating here. Which is really surprising, standing next to Ghost Rider. And there he is next to Wolverine. And I think that Wolverine was the main reason for this, for Lobo. I'm not sure. I think, well, like I said, I think Punisher was a big part of it. For the parody. But I'm not sure. And there's X-23 from Logan. She came out after Lobo, but just figured I'd show her because I guess there's a Lobo's daughter as a character now. So it's kind of like they both have a little girl version. I think her name's Crush or something. I just recently seen her. She looks like a punk or rocker girl or something, which makes sense because he looks like a punk or rocker guy. And there's the Punisher. This is the Netflix Punisher, so it's a little different looking from the comics. In the head area.
Well, in the outfit area too.
And definitely in the ear area. Got them big old ears. Okay, so I really like this figure. He's one of the most badass looking figures we got.
He's pretty awesome. I can't get over that fucking expression. It's delightfully insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his teeth. Like, we didn't talk a whole lot about teeth other than them, the way the jaw's positioned, but the teeth are really well done.
We should definitely show some close-ups of his face.
Yeah, I will. And then there's like little touches like the buttons, and the patches on his back of his vest are really cool. The sculpt of his torso and arms are really nice, and the shading. And the jeans look like jeans, and are all weathered looking. And the skull on his belt and his knee pads.
And his boots being all scuffed up and worn.
Yeah. And his gun. His hook and chain. I mean, it's just a really awesome figure. And he's got alternate hands and the little Owl's Diner menu. He's awesome. I really like him.
I did too.
So thanks, Fu, for sending him. I'm really surprised you sent him. Because he's awesome. Why'd you send him to me? But it was an awesome birthday present to go along with the Kingpin. Oh, I should probably show him next to Kingpin since they're both birthday presents. Hi. Hello. Hello.
Can I grab you with my grabby hands?
I don't know why I want him to sniff things. I guess because he's just kind of leaning forward. He also sent that Logan and X-23 we showed in this video. Forgot to mention that. And the Punisher. Jeez, he sends us everything. But thanks, Boo. This is really awesome. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
It's okay.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Whoa. Our nose is just touched. That makes me uncomfortable. You want a cigar? Yes, I do, bub. Well, come on, let's go get some cigars. All right.
Can I have a cigar?
No.
Damn it!
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh, damn it.